Am I audible? Let me share the PPT. Is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in the last class, we are going through spread spectrum multiple access techniques, where it was divided into two types, like the frequency hopped multiple access and direct sequence multiple access. Okay, so there are two types of spread spectrum multiple technique, FHMA, and direct sequence multiple access, which is also known as code division multiple access. Okay, so we are going through the FHMA, frequency of multiple access, where multiple frequencies, carrier frequencies for individual users were there, which are varied via a pseudo random fashion. Okay, so in this case, we have seen that synchronous detection will be used at the receiver, and the same generated PN code is also used at the receiver side. Okay. So based upon as here, FH signal occupies a single relatively narrow channel. Okay, so this is all about this. So FHMA frequency hopping में जो changes आता है, जो कि carrier frequency change करते हैं. Based upon that, there are two types, that is fast frequency hopping and slow frequency hopping. So as the name suggests, fast frequency hopping में क्या होगा? There will be rate of change जो होगा carrier frequency का, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा होगा in comparison to the symbol rate, where in slow frequency hopping system, the rate of change of carrier frequency will be less than or equal to the symbol rate. So in this case, it provides inherent security and guard against ensures through error control coding and interleaving. So frequency hopping in this method of spread spectrum technique, the level of security will be better, and basically it will be used for Bluetooth and home RF for power efficiency and low cost implementation. So in this case of multiple access technique, there are we can see that we can say it as there are different channels. Okay, so these channels are coded with different codes. Okay, so how we can represent it? So let us see that there are n number of channels available over here, and all of these channels are coded with different. So if there is channel 1, there is channel 2, channel 3, there are n number of channels. So in that case, all of these channels are coded with some different codes. Okay, so maybe code 1, channel 1 is encoded with code 1, channel 2 is encoded with code 2. So in this way, all of these codes are orthonormal or orthogonal to each other. Yes, as you can see that in this picture, there are different time slots, time slot 1, time slot 2, time slot 3, and with T time slots. And there are 3 users which are using frequency band 1, 2, and 3. So as you can see that in first time slot, user 1 is using frequency band 1, and in the second time slot, the same user is using frequency band 3. So frequency hopping concept is here, that the users are transferring to different frequency components so that there will be no any interference between the 2 users. Okay, so for the different time slots, the users are given different frequency bands. Okay, so it is the total available bandwidth which is used for different users. Okay, so here frequency hopping में यहाँ पर क्या देख रहे हो, that frequency which is of very less or smaller value will be spreaded after the frequency hopping pattern का इस्तेमाल करने के बाद क्या हुआ, जो भी frequency spectrum है that is enlarged, and at the receiver side the same frequency hopping, that is the same pattern will be used, and it will be de-spreaded to get the same frequency band which is before the transmission. Okay, now CDMA or spread spectrum technique, digital spread spectrum technique. So in this way, in this case, code division multiple access. In this case also, the whatever is the narrowband message will be there. It will be get multiplied by a very large bandwidth signal called spreading signal. Okay, so here also the spreading signal will have some pseudo noise code, again pseudo noise code sequence जिसे कि हम chip कहते हैं. Okay, so जो भी code होता है, that different codes are known as chip, और जिस rate पर वो codes available होते हैं, that is nothing but the chip rate. So which is the order of magnitudes greater than the data rate of the messages. Okay, so in this case, all the users use the same carrier frequency. So as we have seen in frequency hopping multiple access, in that case, different carriers are there. But in case of CDMA, there is same carrier and can transmit simultaneously here. So it can be add to the, or it can be the advantage of this CDMA that only a single carrier will be used. In this case, each user has its own pseudorandom code word that is orthogonal to others. Okay, the same type of thing is there. Receivers need to know the code word of the corresponding sender. Okay, so these are more or less the same things are there. So इसमें एक जो प्रॉब्लम आती है वो क्या है, एक नियर फार प्रॉब्लम. सो नियर फार प्रॉब्लम क्या है? सो ऑब्वियसली जो BTS होगा, मे बी सम यूजर्स आर नियर टू दिस BTS and some users are far away from this BTS. So based upon the distance, जो सिग्नल का स्ट्रेंथ होगा, ओके, सिग्नल का स्ट्रेंथ होगा ज्यादा. सो जिस मोबाइल यूजर के सिग्नल का स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा होगा, दैट विल यूज द चैनल फर्स्टली. ओके, सो व्हेन द मोबाइल यूजर शेयर द सेम चैनल, द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट रिसीव्ड मोबाइल सिग्नल विल कैप्चर द डीमॉड्यूलेटर एट द बेस स्टेशन. ओके, सो और तो यहाँ पर कह सकते हैं कि जो स्ट्रॉन्गर सिग्नल होगा वो किसका होगा, जो कि इस BTS के नजदीक होंगे. सो नियर फार प्रॉब्लम यही है. सो दिस इज द नियरर वन एंड दिस इज द फारदेस्ट वन. ये जो मोबाइल है वो दूर है और ये नजदीक है. सो बेस्ड अपॉन दैट based upon the distance, the signal strength will be there, and due to which there will be a near far problem. So there is a power control is required. Okay, next we have to see is the space division multiple access. So space division multiple access, यहाँ पर कहने का मतलब क्या है कि जो भी यहाँ पर रेडिएटेड एनर्जी होगा वो हर एक यूजर के लिए अलग अलग होगा. जैसे आप आगे देखोगे that for different users there will be different beams. Okay, so like मान लें एक BTS है, so from this BTS there are different users के लिए different जो beams generate होंगे वो different users के लिए different होंगे. So मान लें एक यूजर यहाँ पर है, मोबाइल यूजर, एक मोबाइल यूजर यहाँ पर है और एक मोबाइल यूजर सॉरी तो यहाँ पर हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि डिफरेंट यूजर्स के लिए डिफरेंट बीम्स हैं. ओके, और यू कैन डायरेक्टिव एंटीना विल बी देयर. ओके, सो फॉर डिफरेंट यूजर्स देयर आर different antenna, different beams. So they sorry. So these are the different antennas covering the mobile users, and these are served by the same frequency. Okay, whatever is the antennas available over here will work in the same frequency, चाहे वो किसी भी सिस्टम में हो, whether it is TDMA or CDMA. So just wait for a minute. तो यहाँ पर इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं that what is sectored antenna. Okay, so sectored antenna will be used or maybe used in this case of SDMA. So in this case, controls radiated energy for each user in space. Just wait for a minute. So here, using spot beam antennas, we can you can communicate with the different users. Base station tracks user when moving. Okay, so covers areas with same frequency in TDMA or CDMA systems and cover areas with different frequency as in FDMA system. So frequency division multiple access में हम लोग जानते हैं कि different frequencies users के पास different frequencies होते हैं, whether it is in same channel but the frequencies are different. But in TDM and CDMA the same frequency होते हैं, but ये देखा जाता है that which system it is using. So space division multiple access नाम क्यों दिया गया? क्योंकि एक पर्टिकुलर डिफरेंट स्पेसेस में डिफरेंट यूजर को के साथ कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है विद द सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी. ओके, okay, so yes, in this case you can see that there are different users. So primitive applications are sectorized antennas. And so in future, adaptive antennas simultaneously steer energy in direction of many users at once. Okay. So इस तरीके से क्या है कि जो भी multiple users हैं, वो सारे multiple users एक साथ communicate कर पा रहे हैं. So यहाँ पर एक चीज और चाहिए जो कि है adaptive antenna. Adaptive antenna means what? So based upon the availability of the users, the antenna will radiate the signal in that particular direction. Okay, so we need that. Now, अभी जो यहाँ पर एक बहुत ही बड़ा ट्रेड ऑफ है, ट्रेड ऑफ क्या कह सकते हैं, या ये इस सिस्टम का जो एक लिमिटेशन है वो क्या है, दैट इज द रिवर्स लिंक प्रॉब्लम्स. रिवर्स लिंक क्या है, आप सभी लोग जानते हैं दैट टू टाइप्स ऑफ लिंक्स आर देयर, द फॉरवर्ड लिंक एंड द रिवर्स लिंक. फॉरवर्ड लिंक जो होता है वो BTS से यूजर की तरफ डायरेक्टेड होता है, और रिवर्स लिंक इज from the user, mobile user to the base station. Okay, so यहाँ पर जो रिवर्स लिंक है, उस रिवर्स लिंक के बारे में जो जानकारी है वो एंटेना के पास होनी चाहिए. ओके, सो यहाँ पर जो प्रॉब्लम आती है वो पहला प्रॉब्लम क्या है. ओके, लेट अस रीड इट. दैट different propagation path between user and the base station, as we already know. और इसीलिए क्या है कि dynamic control of transmitting power from each user to the base station is required. तो जितने भी users हैं वो उन सारे users का जो पावर कंट्रोल है, क्योंकि हर यूजर का अपना हर यूजर के मोबाइल में देयर विल बी अ बैटरी, एंड बेस्ड अपॉन दैट द पावर ट्रांसमिटेड फ्रॉम दैट यूजर विल बी देयर. सो BTS को क्या करना पड़ता है, उन सारे यूजर्स का जो सिग्नल का स्ट्रेंथ है वो जानना होता है. ओके, एंड दैट विल बी डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द पावर. सो that limits by the battery consumption of subscriber unit, and so based upon that जो भी ट्रांसमीटर है वो कंट्रोल कर पा रहा है. फॉरवर्ड लिंक को तो ये कंट्रोल कर सकता है कौन, बेस स्टेशन. दिस इज द फॉरवर्ड लिंक एंड दिस इज द रिवर्स लिंक. दिस इज फॉरवर्ड लिंक एंड दिस इज रिवर्स लिंक. तो जो ये फॉरवर्ड लिंक है, दिस फॉरवर्ड लिंक कैन बी कंट्रोल्ड बाय the base station very easily. Okay, लेकिन जो propagation path है from the user, mobile user to the base station, इसका जो पावर है, यानी सब्सक्राइबर यूनिट का जो पावर है, उसे कंट्रोल करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि it will be it is prevented by the user. Okay, it is driving by the user. और यहाँ पर एक दूसरा प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि जो भी ट्रांसमिट पावर है किसके द्वारा, फ्रॉम द सब्सक्राइबर यूनिट, दैट इज डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द बैटरी कंजम्पशन ऑफ द सब्सक्राइबर यूनिट, एंड देयरफॉर देयर विल बी अ डिग्री ऑफ द लिमिटेड पावर व्हिच इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय रिवर्स लिंक. So that is overcome with the filter for each user, solution in a filter for each user. So base station antenna को जब हम स्पेशली फिल्टर करते हैं for each desired user, ताकि क्या मिले, ज़्यादा एनर्जी मिले. क्या करने के लिए, डिटेक्ट करने के लिए, हर एक यूजर को या हर एक सब्सक्राइबर को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए ज़्यादा एनर्जी मिले. ओके, सो रिवर्स लिंक को जानने के लिए, दी BTS will have some sort of thing which will require less power. ओके, सो ये जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं इनको सॉल्व किया जाता है कैसे. by the use of adaptive antenna. Okay, so what these adaptive antenna will do, they will adapt the whatever the signal or the power levels at the transmitter and the receiver side. It will be adaptively measure the contents. So what is the limiting cases here? What limiting case of infinitesimal beam width? So infinitesimal beam width का कहने का क्या मतलब है कि जब beam width जब बहुत ही less amount of beam width हो, in that case it is not possible to, or it is nearly not possible to measure the users measure the content of the user side or the mobile user. Next is the limiting case of infinitely fast track ability, thereby unique channel that is free from interference, and all users communicate at the same time using the same channel. So adaptive antenna is used at the base station to mitigate what? To mitigate problems related to the reverse link, and you can say that adaptive antenna can be implemented for these purposes. यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम और आती है क्या? अभी ये जो सॉल्यूशन यहाँ पर दिया गया दैट एडेप्टिव एंटेना इस्तेमाल किया जाए, तो यहाँ पर एक और प्रॉब्लम आती है क्या कि जो परफेक्ट एडेप्टिव एंटेना है दैट विल नॉट बी पॉसिबल प्रैक्टिकली. ओके, सो लेट अस सी हियर दैट यस, यहाँ पे इसका यही डिसएडवांटेज है दैट परफेक्ट एडेप्टिव एंटेना सिस्टम रिक्वायर्स इन्फिनिटली लार्ज नंबर ऑफ एंटेना. सो to do that, it will be a large limitation. So इसके बाद हमें क्या देखना है? We have to see some basics about the packet radio. The next technique. Okay, so this is the very simple comparison between SDMA, TDMA, FDMA, and CDMA. Please go through this. This is from the book of J. Schiller. So whatever the content I am giving it to you, these are basically from the book of Rappaport. Okay, so you can go through this book also, the book of Rappaport. From there you can get all these contents, whatever I am putting in the PPTs. Okay, these are the example of some practical cellular radio systems, and what are the techniques which are used in all these systems. Now, the next multiple access technique is the packet radio. So what is this? So ये जैसा कि नाम से ही पता चल रहा है that packet radio. Packet radio means what? जो भी messages होगा that will be in the form of some packets. Okay, means some chunk of messages will be there. So packet radio access techniques, many subscribers attempt to access the single channel in an uncoordinated manner. So अब अगर जो भी subscribers हैं uncoordinated manner में सिग्नल को ट्रांसमिट करना चाहते हैं, so इस केस में जो भी मैसेजेस हैं वो बर्स्ट्स के फॉर्म में ट्रांसमिट होंगे, और जब बर्स्ट के फॉर्म में ट्रांसमिट होंगे और अनकोऑर्डिनेटेड मैनर में ट्रांसमिट होंगे, तो देयर विल बी चांसेस ऑफ मोर इंटरफेरेंस और देयर विल बी चांसेस ऑफ कॉलिजन्स. collision. Okay, so in this case there will be some collision, and based upon that there will be acknowledgement or so ACK and NACK, that is negative acknowledgement will be there. So negative acknowledgement कब होगा? जब जो ट्रांसमीटर है, मतलब जो यूजर है वो डेटा ट्रांसमिट कर रहा है, सो ट्रांसमीटर विल सेंड सम एक्नॉलेजमेंट सिग्नल दैट द मैसेज हैज बीन रिसीव्ड। और अगर मैसेज सही फॉर्म में नहीं पहुंचा है, देन देयर विल बी अ नेगेटिव एक्नॉलेजमेंट will be there, and if there will be no any acknowledgement from the receiver side, then the transmitter or the user will retransmit the message. Okay, so collisions from simultaneous transmissions from multiple transmitters are detected at the base station receiver, in which case ACK or NACK signals is broadcasted by the same base station to alert the user. Okay, PR subscribers. PR means what? PR is packet radio. Packet radio subscribers use a contention technique to transmit on a common channel. So contention technique. Okay, so we will see what the contention techniques are there. So ये जो system है packet radio multiple access वाला जो system है, this is very easy to implement. इजी टू इम्प्लीमेंट है, बट आप देख रहे हो कि यहाँ पर डिमेरिट क्या है कि ये अनकोऑर्डिनेटेड मैनर में सिग्नल को ट्रांसमिट करता है, सो देयर विल बी मोर नंबर ऑफ कॉलिजन्स. ओके, ओके. सो पैकेट रेडियो प्रोटोकॉल्स में जो भी कंटेंशन प्रोटोकॉल है, कंटेंशन मतलब जो मैसेज को रखने की जो क्षमता है, दैट इज ऑफ 3 टाइप्स: रैंडम एक्सेस, शेड्यूल एक्सेस एंड हाइब्रिड एक्सेस. तो रैंडम एक्सेस जैसा कि पता चल रहा है कि यहाँ पर क्या होगा, विदाउट एनी कोऑर्डिनेशन मैसेजेस विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड और ट्रांसमिटेड फ्रॉम द यूजर्स एज दे अराइव एट द ट्रांसमीटर. शेड्यूल एक्सेस में क्या होगा, based upon the coordinated access of the users of the channel, and the users transmit messages within allotted slots or time intervals. So it is a scheduled access. or hybrid access jo hoga, that will be a combination of random access and scheduled access. So from these random access and scheduled access, in this case random access may have more number of collisions, as there will be no coordination, and in scheduled access there will be less number of collisions. So यहाँ पर there are some protocols for packet radio. जो इसमें पहला जो प्रोटोकॉल है that is अलोहा. So ये जो प्रोटोकॉल बनाया गया, this was basically used in early satellite systems. ओके, अब हम देखते हैं दैट व्हाट अलोहा इज. सो एक्चुअली उसके बाद हम देखेंगे पर प्योर अलोहा. तो अलोहा ये जो सिस्टम है, इसमें जब भी यूजर के पास डेटा होगा, इन दैट केस द डेटा विल बी ट्रांसमिटेड और सेंड. ओके, so in the case of Aloha, which allows the subscriber to transmit whenever there will be data is there to send. यानी कि send करने के लिए जब भी data होगा, data will be sent in this case of in this technique. So जब भी okay, जैसा कि हमने पहले ही कहा कि जब भी कोई भी सिग्नल ट्रांसमिट होगा, in that case there will be some acknowledgement will be there. Okay, let us see. So in this pure Aloha, it is a random access protocol. Okay, so in this case the data will be transferred and user accesses a channel as soon as message is ready to be transmitted. Okay, if there is a data, then you can send. उसमें किसी के परमिशन की जरूरत नहीं है that I am sending data or not. So after a transmission, user waits for acknowledgement on either the same channel or a separate feedback channel. Okay, so हर एक बार जब भी डेटा ट्रांसमिट होगा, in that case there will be an acknowledgement. And in case of collision, the terminal waits for a random period of time and retransmits the message. So collision के बाद चूंकि जो receiver है, if the receiver is not getting that information, so in that case it may happen that the receiver will send some acknowledgement or negative acknowledgement, or the if जो ट्रांसमीटर है, अगर वो ट्रांसमीटर के पास एक्नॉलेजमेंट नहीं आता है whether the message has been received or not, in that case the transmitter will again transmit the or retransmit the message. Okay, so here what you can see that there is a packet of data, packet B, packet A and packet C. So here the time period, the packet period, that is TP. Okay, and here also there is a TP. In this case there is a term which is known as vulnerable period. So what is this vulnerable period? It is defined as, it is the time interval during which the packets are susceptible, susceptible, SUSCEB. Packets are susceptible to collision with transmission from other users. Okay, so vulnerable period क्या है? Vulnerable period वो period है जब तक कि packets are susceptible to collision, और वो collision किसके साथ होगा? Collision होगा other users के साथ. Okay, तो जब तक कि data channel में है, in that case the data may be in vulnerable period. In that case that message will be susceptible to collision. So what you can see that in this case from the picture, that there is T0 minus TP and there is T0 time is there, and here T0 plus TP. So यहाँ पर जो हम कह सकते हैं packet A will suffer a collision when the total time period is what, जो कि यहाँ time period पूरा यहाँ से यहाँ तक जो show किया गया है, अगर इस पूरे time period को हम add करें, then we will have the total time as 2 TP. तो इससे ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. So ये जो total time period है इस vulnerable time period से ज़्यादा होगा, तब वो message हम कहेंगे कि transmit हुआ है. ठीक है? So this is the vulnerable time period. Next. Now, what is slotted aloha? So, as we can see that the name suggests slotted aloha. So, the time is divided into equal time slots of length greater than the packet duration. Okay. So, यहाँ पर जो भी time period होगा, वो total time period will be divided into different slots of equal size. Okay. So, the subscribers which have the synchronized clock, जितना भी subscriber होगा सभी के पास clock होगा and transmit a message only at a beginning of the new time slot. So in the previous case in pure aloha, where there is it was the example of the random access, and here what is there? In this case, there is a clock and the data will be transmitted, or the packet will be transmitted only at the beginning of the time slot. So the vulnerable period of slotted aloha is only one packet duration, जो कि पहले वाले केस में क्या था, 2 पैकेट ड्यूरेशन जो यहाँ पर था, this packet two packet duration से ज़्यादा था vulnerable time period, but in this case the vulnerable time period is only just a packet duration, since partial collisions are prevented through synchronization. Okay, so this is the merit of this slotted aloha. Okay, so आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. Next we have to see carrier sense multiple access protocol. So this is simple. So this is of various types, as one persistent CSMA, non-persistent CSMA, P-persistent CSMA, and CSMA CD. CSMA, that is collision carrier sense multiple access with collision detection. Okay, so we have to see this in next class. So approximately we have covered the module 3. Now all these things are in module 4. So from the multiple access technique, from this topic, that packet radio protocols, these are in module 4. So we will cover these next topics in the next class. Okay, for today this is over. In the next class, I think all of you have given your attendance in the chat box. Okay, so आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. Thank you.